we're Girl Gang Manchester. My name's Megan.
And I'm Kirsty.
And we're here to talk about our edit number 6. We are doing an exhibition at the Lowry called Everything I Know I Felt. Girl Gang Manchester is a fluid collective of artists,
Party instigators,
activists,
academics.
Yes. And we exist to produce an event series of fun and meaningful events which bring people together to Skillshare, learn and be the best version of themselves over debates, discussions and dance floors. So far we have done...
it's hard to summarise, but we have done immersive film screenings,
exhibitions.
We've got speed mating, which is kind of one of our big events that allows people to make new friends in this kind of city, which can sometimes be lonely.
We do workshops, we do creative club nights, which have included everything from a Mother's Day disco with women from age 20 to 80 on the dance floor, to a slumber party with a braless midnight pillow fight.
And we had See My Selfie, which was a project we ran kind of over several years, but started with a month-long kind of online community project where we had women sending in their selfies in response to provocations, and we'll be reviving that as part of the exhibition.
We do all-female Shakespeare projects. We've done all sorts. It's basically mad things we dream up and somehow make happen through a lot of blood, sweat, tears and laughter.
Yeah.
A lot of glue guns and cutting and sticking in each other's living rooms. So the edits is quite unique in that they don't give you any brief. It is an artist-led exhibition series, which is kind of the dream, really, isn't it?
It's quite rare that people come and say, like, have this amazing space,
do what you want.
Yeah.
So we were like, sweet. But then also that is quite scary to be given any options. We are all about a good name, generally actually through really bad, not even puns, just kind of like in-jokes that exist within the group. But yeah, so I just had a project name rattling around in my brain for a while, which is Everything I Know I Felt. Originally I thought it would be a piece of theatre, and we kind of kept on coming back to that.
And it's the kind of thing that seems to like grow and come alive a bit. It was like kind of hovering there, and then all the other ideas we had about like, should we explore rage and should we explore teenage nostalgia and various things all seem to like pull back towards that central title.
Yeah, the more we thought about it, the more it seemed to kind of exemplify what we do as a collective, which is about kind of empowering people to like have self-knowledge and that their feelings are valid, and through recognising your own feelings you can kind of interact with the world in a healthier way, and like encouraging people to be really kind of open and unashamed and heart on their sleeves with their passions and with their frustrations, and to reach out to other people to connect. So we kind of thought a lot of what we do actually comes back to how powerful feelings are and how we can kind of utilise them.
And then when we kind of approached with that theme, I quickly came back and was like, oh, I've got this thing I'd love to do around that. So it felt like something a lot of people were interested in exploring. We're really excited that we've got so many really exciting artists that are going to be part of the exhibition with us. Girl Gang is definitely more than us, and it's a really big kind of fluid collective of women in Manchester, and a lot of the people who are involved in the exhibition have worked with us on previous projects, and as a DIY collective we've not generally had funding and any of those perks
resources.
And we've really kind of built this community based on like there being so many talented, like generous women who've given us like all their time and skills. So we're really excited when we got like this big opportunity that we could like involve those women again.
So I think curatorially it's been important to us to reflect the diversity of different art forms existing in the Manchester scene, and different identities and life experiences. So we've tried to kind of curate with that in mind as well. But yeah, most of the artists that are a part of the exhibition are people who've worked with us already previously.
We're a collective and we've got many voices that are part of our group, and it was really important for this exhibition to really represent that. We've got kind of our own lived experiences, but we really wanted to make sure that this exhibition represented a range of women in Manchester and their identities and their backgrounds and their lived experiences, especially if it's on such a personal theme of emotion.
Yeah, there was no way we could kind of cover that within our own lives.
Yeah.
And I think not only does that kind of exist in the curating of which artists we're presenting, a lot of the pieces that we're presenting, that we're making and the artists are making, actually have widened up to the whole Girl Gang community. So we've done Survey Monkeys, and people have donated clothes, and people have donated items that are going to be part of our teenage bedroom installation.
Yeah, our social media is non-stop call-outs.
Yeah, so it really is kind of reflective of Manchester and women in Manchester beyond just artists as well. So yeah, it was really important for us to be inclusive in terms of the programming and in terms of who we want to attract to the exhibition. We want it to reach people beyond those who just go to galleries and exhibitions. We want it to feel quite different. And
we've also got bits like our young person's takeover, where we're kind of we've made this thing and then we're handing it over to another group. So we've got some brilliant young women from 42nd Street who are doing a takeover during the exhibition, and really kind of making the space their own. So I think that was another important point for us, is that once the exhibition's up and running, we're still trying to get more people involved.
Yeah, definitely, and we're trying to be as inclusive as possible in terms of how people interact with the exhibition. So for example, if there is something which is very text heavy, there will be an audio version of that as well. Everything's going to be wheelchair accessible, of course, but also again trying to attract people beyond sort of the art world. Everything will be very sort of participatory and fun, and we're really trying to have something for everyone. Yeah. People should come to our exhibition because it's not really going to feel like an exhibition. Well, it's going to feel like more than an exhibition, we hope.
Exhibition plus.
Yeah, exhibition X. So there's going to be, a lot of it is very interactive. We're going to be asking you how you feel and what you think a lot. But there's also a lot of space to just feel and respond emotionally. We hope that it will provoke discussion and not just be people sort of walking around looking at art on walls. A lot of it is kind of these sort of immersive booths, experiences for one or two people at a time. A lot of it is very kind of like these interactive installations. There's going to be a red tent that is built that you can go inside, the shoes off experience. There's going to be a film, there's going to be
everything you could ever want in an exhibition, we've got it.
And
I think if you're someone who maybe thinks that these sort of places aren't for you, or that kind of art on a wall exhibition isn't your sort of thing,
yeah,
then that's not what this is. So don't let it put you off.
Yeah.
But also if you think maybe you've seen it all before,
you haven't.
We really hope that we're kind of saying something new or saying it in new ways.
Yeah.
And I think we've also been quite accepting of not everyone's going to like every bit.
Yeah.
Which hopefully means that, like you said, there'll be something for everybody too.
And yeah, it's not highbrow, which isn't to say it's lowbrow, but we are potentially opening the exhibition with Carly Rae Jepsen lyrics and Mean Girls quotes. So, it's going to be quite pop cultural, and also there's going to be surrounding events programs. So if you don't want to just come and walk around the gallery space, you want to come to something where there's activities and live performances and music and drinks. We also have an events program as well. Yeah, so we're really pleased to be doing a whole programme of events around our exhibitions, never one to underwork ourselves. So we're going to have a really amazing launch party, and generally launch parties for exhibitions are private views. Mm-hmm. Not here, my friends. We're opening it up to the public, and there's going to be a DJ, there's going to be panel discussions, there's going to be live performances of poetry and dance.
All the kind of discussions when we're planning the party, being how loud can we make the music before it becomes completely disruptive.
Yeah.
So I think it's a party first launch.
Yeah, and there's going to be how you get into the exhibition. There is a cloakroom experience where you leave your physical and emotional baggage. That's kind of the vibe we're going with for the launch party.
And we're really excited that we'll have almost all of the artists who've made the pieces there. Mm-hmm. So first you can chat to them about the art and what it is, but also a lot of them are taking what is a kind of self-guided or static piece most of the time and bringing it to life during the party. So it'll be turbocharged.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay. 3 words.
3 words to describe the exhibition.
It's a lot to cram into 3 words.
We're going to go with interactive.
Emotional.
Fun.
can't beat fun. Who doesn't want a fun exhibition?